Hello, Leo. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to JilleTarot. This is your love reading for December 2021. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and it's not going to resonate with everyone. So let your intuition guide you to what feels meaningful for you. You could also check out the other signs that make up your chart. A lot of times those readings contain additional messages. And thank you for your support. If this resonates, please feel free to like and subscribe. So we're going to start by seeing what the main energy is surrounding you, Leo, this month regarding love for December 2021. What's the main message for Leo? And we're getting communication. You are clear in your intention and expressions. So it's all about communication this month, Leo. Let's get some details and see what's going on with clear communication for you. We had the Seven of Cups pop out. Let's get two more cards. The Emperor and the Nine of Wands. So we have the main message is about communication, that you are going to be clear in your intentions and your expressions this month. We have the Seven of Cups coming out. This can be some emotional confusion here with the Seven of Cups. This is about choices and options. And then we have the Emperor coming out. This is Aries energy. You could be connecting with an Aries. But this is just being very powerful when it comes to taking the lead in a situation. This is confidence, this is honesty, this is solid foundation and structure, and taking responsibility when it comes to your communication, Leo, being clear when it comes to your intentions and your expression. You're facing some sort, there are choices and options here. And like I said, you could be confused about that. So tap into the energy of this Emperor where you kind of take the lead, you take your power back with confidence when it comes to communication. Because if it does feel like with this Nine of Wands energy that, you're going to need to, you're persevering through an issue here. When it comes to a situation where, you've been doing some sort of battle, but the battle is almost over. Persevere through this. For some of you, it feels like you could have a hard time, expressing your intentions when it comes to a love connection, making yourself clear in your intentions and your emotional expressions. But there is confidence here with the Emperor. So tap into this Emperor. Like I said, that's Aries energy. But you're going to need to, it feels like when it comes to communication and clear communication that you're going to feel like you're doing battle this month. But you can persevere through this. Stand your ground because you want to be clear in your intentions and your emotional expressions. And it all comes back to choices. We all have choices about how we communicate, how we express our intentions in a love connection. Like I said, stand your ground because you're going to want to be very clear with this communicative energy. And, persevere through this battle. It's almost over. It does feel like you're able to tap into this Emperor energy where you start to be, it feels like maybe you're not, you don't communicate your intentions and your expression clearly because of a lack of confidence. Because you have some emotional confusion, but it is all about choice. So tap into the confidence of this Emperor and take the lead when it comes to expressing yourself, when it comes to communicating with another person honestly, because that is going to make the foundation of a connection, of a love connection, stronger. And persevere through this energy of maybe not wanting to, you kind of want to hold back, expressing your emotions. You kind of want to, you don't want to be very forthcoming when it comes to your intentions. But the Emperor is here to go, give you the power to do that, the confidence to do that, and take the lead when it comes to what you want. So let's get a card for the Seven of Cups, the Emperor, and the Nine of Wands. And we're getting the Eight of Pentacles popping out. So it is about focusing on your communication, Leo. It is about being able to express yourself and express yourself clearly, it feels like. And it is, you need to, how you're going to persevere through this is by, paying attention and putting your focus on how you communicate, how you express your intentions to another person, your wants, your needs. It's actually, it's what you're saying, focusing and working hard on your communication skills. Taking care of the abundance when it comes to your connections. It's about making progress here with this Eight of Pentacles. So just remember, it is going to require, I just have this, it's just this overwhelming energy of not being able to communicate very effectively, especially when it comes to an emotional issue. And it feels like it comes back to this lack of confidence with this Emperor card. It comes back to possibly a lack of honesty. Almost like you're uncomfortable communicating your intentions and expressing things honestly and clearly to another person. You're going to have to work really hard. It is going to feel like a battle, but by, focusing on how you communicate and using your communication skills to take care of the abundance in a connection is really going to pay off and move things forward here. So let's get some more cards here. And we've got the Queen of Cups, the World, and the Chariot. So we have a lot of emotions. The Queens are interested in connections and relationships. This feels like this is a card of vulnerability for you, Leo. When it comes to connections and relationships, you need to make sure that you're allowing yourself to be open and vulnerable. Allow loving energy, another person to care for you when it comes to being vulnerable. The Queen of Cups is open and vulnerable and able to communicate her emotions, her love very clearly, be very expressive in her emotions and how she feels towards another person. So this is water energy. Some of you could be connecting with a water sign, so a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. And then we come to the World card. This is major arcana, so there is completion and achievement here. So as you persevere and focus and pay attention to your communication, allow yourself to be open when it comes to communicating your emotions. You are successful here with the World card. You achieve what you set out to do, which is be very clear in your intentions and your expression. In your emotions here with the World card. And that actually leads to this accomplishment, this completion and enlightenment, that it is okay to be open and vulnerable, that, you have the confidence and you take the lead when it comes to what you want to communicate honestly, so that you lay a solid foundation and a solid structure when it comes to connections and relationships. And that actually, as you achieve this vulnerability, allowing yourself to be open and communicate openly, this moves things forward. This is very positive, balanced movement forward in a situation with the Chariot card. This is actually progress and determination in a very balanced, stable way. And it's all because you've, used your will. You've focused on making sure that your communication skills, you've worked on your communication skills, and you've worked on being vulnerable, and the Chariot starts to move things forward. Like I said, it's a very balanced movement forward. It can be fast moving progress, but it is achievement. So we have two cards of completion and achievement here. And with the Chariot, it's achievement and then moving things forward in a very balanced way. This is Cancer energy. Some of you could be connecting with the Cancer, back to this water sign energy. But just in a general sense, things, two major messages here about achievement. And once you achieve this, you communicate clearly, you allow yourself to be open and communicate and express your emotions, and you make the decision to do this. You're very powerful, very confident. You tap into this Emperor energy where, you kind of take the lead and are able to move things forward in a connection in a very balanced way. So let's get a card for the Queen of Cups, the World, and the Chariot. And we're getting the Queen of Wands. There you are. See, So this is fire energy. This is your energy, Leo. When it comes to connections and relationships, you come into your own power here with the Queen of Wands. You achieve this open, vulnerable, loving energy, being able to communicate clearly your emotions, your love for another person, what you want and need. Putting your needs out there to see if another person can meet it. You achieve it. There's movement forward. And here you are with this Queens. When it comes to connections and relationships, it feels like as you move things forward, and because you can be more open and vulnerable, expressing clearly your intentions and your emotions, this actually brings into the situation, a lot of, brings the desire. There's attraction here, brings the sensuality, and it kind of impulsive, passionate energy with this Queen of Wands. This is you arriving in your confidence here, Leo. It's just interesting that we have the two queens, and the Queen of Cups is as a message of allow yourself to be open and communicate your emotions and your feelings, and pay attention to how you communicate those things. You achieve that. You start to, as things, there's balance, positive movement forward, and you tap in. You're very powerful when it comes to connections and relationships, Leo. So for some of you, if you're not in a connection, there is somebody coming in. Could be an Aries, with the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. Could possibly be a Cancer with the Queen of Cups and the Chariot. But any water sign, could be possibly another fire sign, but this just feels like you tapping into this. You're very powerful when it comes to connections and relationships. You're going to allow your passion to flow here this month. So it's very good energy. So let's see what the best advice is for you, Leo. And we're getting trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, back to being open and vulnerable, back to being able to, communicate your intentions, being very clear in your emotions and how you feel about another person. There is emotional confusion when it comes to your communication skills. So it's calling for you to trust the situation so that you can be open and vulnerable. It just feels like the message here is it's all about communication this month, being clear in your intentions, being clear and trusting that it's okay for you to be open and vulnerable. It feels like if you can't tap into this Queen of Cups energy and allow yourself to be open and vulnerable, that means that there's a lack of trust in the situation. And the advice card is telling you that this situation is calling for you to have trust. Trust your emotions, trust your feelings, trust that it's okay for you to be open and vulnerable, and to trust that you can effectively communicate by persevering and battling with your need to not wanting to be open and vulnerable with another person and kind of expose yourself. But by putting in the effort and focusing on your communication skills and trusting that it's okay for you to be open and vulnerable, you achieve the world here. There is a rebirth. There is a wholeness and balance coming into this situation, whether you're in a connection or not. Trust that the universe has your back on this. It's okay for you to be open and vulnerable. And how you are vulnerable is, being able to tell another person and express clearly what you intend and how you feel about them. So make sure that you're open and clear in your communication, communicating your emotions this month, and trust that it's okay for you to be open and vulnerable if you want to achieve the world and have balanced, positive movement forward when it comes to connections and relationships. So I hope this was helpful, Leo, and until next time, I'm wishing you lots of love and many blessings.